All right, welcome back to
another episode
of And Friends podcast.
And Friends.
We out
And
here.
Friends
We out
podcast.
here.
And friends.
Oh, we out here. Come back.
We out here, eh?
Is it a small?
No.
I think the small used to say we out here.
Usbu used to say we're out here, but I think internationally it became it was a
But the
that
way
thing.
we say we out here.
We
Which-
out
We
here.
out here, man.
We out here.
I can
We
take
have
it.
our
I can
first
take it,
international.
Jay.
You know this. You know this.
International guest.
a proper And Friends guest also.
Yeah. And someone that actually watches the episodes. As
Yeah,
well. So shout
man.
out
Yeah,
to you.
man. Oh, yeah.
We got King, the King himself.
CEO. You know
I'm
this,
going to
bro.
wrong. Kgosi.
Yeah.
Ah, shut
Wait, I learned something new yesterday, right?
What's
I learned he has another name, right?
Nah,
but
let's
the
not even
name-
go there. Yeah.
What is it, bro?
What's another name?
So, but the name sounds like something tough happened to you, you know? Hey,
Is it?
yeah, well,
You got to do that.
Oh my
no,
not even.
no. It's
Do you
not
guys know
Kgosi.
his middle name? Like, I think it means something to do with God save us or something like that.
No, I'm cool. I'm a
Wonder,
savior,
yeah.
bro.
What?
Shout out to the Messiah.
Oh my god.
my
Do you have a middle name? No, you don't.
Yeah.
You
I
do.
do.
Yeah.
Wait, before
I think it's Umsindisi or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, okay.
How you know this?
Baba, I am in there.
yeah, you found out yesterday, but because you out here speaking about my name, it's a good build up
Let us
so
know,
people
please.
know your name. No, say
Tell us.
it.
No, my name is called Gabetswe.
Cabbage.
Gabetswe. Yeah.
Hey, Buffett.
It's still, Baba.
That actually sounds nice.
Buffett,
Yeah.
Buffett in Shube, the boys all of it. Hey, Buffett.
Kwa oka.
Kia Betswe.
Kia.
Yeah,
Kia,
Kia.
I'm out here. Kwa.
Hey,
I'm under kwa.
Say it
What's
again.
your middle name, bro?
But I don't. Oh, Calvin.
Number. That's a line and a half.
Tamsang.
He's got
That's the first name.
Tamsanga.
Tamsang.
So your name is
You know, like when you say Izinga, Tamsang.
Tamsanga.
Yeah.
Actually, just
What does it mean?
like luck. Actually.
Okay.
Since
So-
we're speaking
so
about
short of it
speak
is
about
Tamu,
names, let's
right?
speak about Verb's English name that's not in his ID.
I don't have an English name.
This guy has.
It's not in his ID. It's not in his
don't
ID.
have an English name.
An English
Bro, I
name.
don't have an English name. The only English name that I have is Verb. That's all that people call me. I don't have another name.
Verb, call up my man, no call.
Hi, Milton.
Okama manga.
Milton.
Okama manga.
Milton.
Hey, Milton, you man.
Milton.
Is it true?
Milton.
Not even Milton, bro.
Milton.
Milton. You know what's
Ah,
nice?
brother Milton.
You know what's
Whoa,
nice
whoa,
about
whoa,
this?
whoa, whoa.
It's not Milton.
Quanto you buy them? You die in the lobby. What's that work?
Tyson.
Tyson, yeah.
Tyson Fitz, you
I
know
think he's
the
the
name.
only one.
Tyson Goza.
Tyson's the only
Tyson
one.
Goza. We need you. You know that name. We need
Tyson
you.
is the only
We need
person
you.
that knows that name.
Anyway.
Literally, the only person.
And we out here, we are his best friends for life, but we don't even know
No.
it.
I told you, it's not my fault.
Well,
that you're
I know
forgot.
it. I know it, but it just doesn't wanna. Anyway.
I would still say Milton. Go out to Patrick. Called. You don't know, bro.
It was
You don't
almost
know.
a Patrick. It's
Otherwise, man.
Anyway.
No, Verb, don't call. We all ashamed ourselves of our names. What's your English name? It's not in the
Senzo
ID.
saying Kgosi. Bhengu. That's it.
Benjamin.
Benjamin
Benjamin.
Bhengu. Okay.
Ah, man. Otherwise,
Benjamin Milton.
anyway,
otherwise,
Yeah,
We
yeah,
here,
yeah.
King.
Baba.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
out
Yeah,
here,
man.
Baba.
Shout out to you, man.
Hey man, thanks for having
Why
me.
are you
guys.
here, bro?
Well,
I also want to know, like,
first-
why are you here?
who are you?
Wait.
Hey.
I won't tell you, but they'll find out along the way. They'll find out along the way.
Well, this guy needs like a prestige introduction, man.
Yeah, man. So which
go.
one do you guys want me to start with? Like, you guys ask me a dozen questions at the same time. I know I'm VVIP, but you know,
Okay.
let's take
Okay.
it
Before
you
we
know?
get to accolades, just
Gradually.
just introduce yourself
Okay.
to our fellow people.
What
out
up,
here.
guys? I'm out here with and friends, the dope guys out here.
Uh-huh.
You know, yeah. My name is King, all the way from Botswana, Gap City.
What?
I'm out here in Durban, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm out here in Durban. Yeah, we have a Transport Evolution Africa Summit happening at the Durban ICC.
Oh, nice.
So I'm here on a business trip. and I thought I should just pass by and say what's up.
Sure.
You know?
Guys, King is one of our rich friends, you know. It's those people, wherever we go, we don't have to worry about a lot of things.
This guy,
Hey, my man.
This guy, I tell you, like,
Remember we were
like
talking
they-
about the 10,000s? Hey man, I need a 10,000. He's the one that doesn't hesitate. Just go.
He's like, I know,
Yeah,
easy, don't worry.
This is
bro.
the same
I got
account,
you.
same which one you want to be in your business.
Speaking of that, I learned something about you guys, and I thank God for this podcast. 'Cause
I thank God for
learned a
this
lot about
podcast.
this.
Okay, this
What
guy
do
is
you
not
mean?
him.
You
What about
guys
me?
told me or told us that this guy, in order for him to borrow you money, somebody needs to die first. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, no,
You know?
Yeah, no,
and I was
yeah.
like,
But
whoa,
that's-
okay.
but that's
Yeah,
not
genuinely.
yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
really first.
yeah,
Bro, you can be in the deathbed like
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
like,
god.
bro, you still need this money. Like, bro, I'm dying. Like, yeah,
That
you still
is
need
Yeah.
not true.
It has to be
Dude,
quarter
this
to,
one-
you know,
That's not
it has to, not even quarter to death, it has to be 5 to death.
5-2.
Oh
Yeah, quarter
my
to
word.
death.
Hey man, wait. How much are we
Even when the
speaking?
doctor,
How much
even
are we
when
speaking?
the doctors walk in, like,
Yeah.
he's about to die.
How much?
We're about
are
to switch
we-
off the machines.
Doctor,
How much are we
don't come-
speaking?
Do you need this money?
How much?
Okay, okay, there is one thing verbal to, I'll give him this.
Yeah. How
He'll,
much do you
he'll, no, I'll tell you that. He'll give you parking money. He'll buy you lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, buy coffee.
Or buy you coffee.
Definitely.
He'll
That's
do
it.
I
that.
bought coffee.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
No, but
Wow.
jokes aside, man. Actually, this guy changed, man.
Okay.
Changed.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bro, if it wasn't for
good
this
now.
podcast, we wouldn't have known
Yeah,
that
he's
side
good
of
now.
you.
But
Like,
that's not true though.
That's
so
not
in the
true.
back of my mind, I'm thinking, if I get stranded at the
yeah,
airport,
yeah,
like somebody left me yesterday.
Exactly.
You
now,
know?
now from
You know?
from your experience yesterday, who's more likely to not give you cash when you need it?
Who left you where?
Or let's say you need to make a quick call.
Yeah.
Gun in your head. Who you need to call somebody right now.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yeah.
need to call somebody right now that's in South Africa.
Yeah.
That's gonna hook you up with about 10,000 rands.
Yeah.
Right?
Sheesh.
Who are you gonna call? Not who's gonna give you the money.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
Okay. First of all, this is the order. I'm looking at somebody who's reliable,
Yeah?
who can help a brother out at a point of need. So the first person I'm gonna call is probably Mr. Forwall. No, honestly, because he's reliable.
This is nonsense.
Of the three of
This
you
is
guys,
nonsense.
yeah, of
Yes.
the three of you guys,
bro. Listen, listen.
guys.
me.
This is
Trust
nonsense.
me.
This is
Motherfucker.
nonsense.
Trust me.
I have
you know?
my listen, bro. I gave this guy. I took time out of my day. I found him hotels. I sent him a Google screenshot of where he stay, where he can go.
No,
I told him before
bro,
he came
I
where
was
to come.
answering-
Hey,
I was
listen.
answering the question, you know?
I took him to shops. I bought him food.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took him home.
Yeah.
And the most reliable person
It
is
can't
Calvin.
be.
He's in South Africa.
The one that
He
forgot.
knows.
The one that forgot to tell him. He was the one that's organized accommodation. He forgot to tell him
No,
that he
I was
couldn't get it.
going to explain further.
I
I was
don't
going to
get
explain
it.
further.
I don't.
So,
10
guys,
grand.
it's in different categories.
this
you know?
this
He asked about the
information.
reliable person in terms of calls, you know?
The information is compromised.
No. Dude, how many times did I call you yesterday at the airport?
You called me once and I sent you a WhatsApp. I told you. This guy, I told him, I don't change my plans. I told you, when you get there, get an Uber to come to this place. That didn't change.
Bro, that's what I was confirming because I
Yeah.
just landed.
What you confirming?
Weird
We
guys
have a
were
plan.
getting me there and
We
I had
have
to
a
go,
plan.
dude, are you still at
We have a plan. I told you where we are. I told you where we're going.
Why are you arguing about this? You guys asked him. Why does he have to explain all of these things now?
Okay, you know what? Let's let him
Guys,
explain.
I got
Alright,
a
okay, we'll
twofold
give it
question.
to you.
Why
We'll
don't
give
you-
it to you.
We'll give it to
No,
you.
listen,
We'll
guys.
give it to
We'll
you.
give it to you. We'll give it to
I'm
you.
trustworthy, guys.
Okay.
Just let it happen.
I will give it to you.
Until we ask the ladies, but anyways,
mean it in any other way, you know?
until we ask the
You guys
ladies,
are
it's
my
trustworthy.
boys. You guys are
Allow
boys.
it.
I will give it to you.
We'll give it to you.
We'll give it to you. Yeah, it's fine.
Until we ask the ladies, but we'll give it to you.
Wow. It's fine. We'll
Okay,
give-
carry on. Explain. Okay, explain. Calvin is the most reliable in terms.
Yeah, in terms of like if I'm because he asked if I was stranded,
Yeah.
gun to my head, whatever. Then the person who will definitely call and he'll answer is Calvin. Like at a first time,
Okay, that's
him.
probably
he
true.
would do that.
That's
you
true.
see. Then the both of you guys are
It is
bad at
true.
that. You are good at returning calls. That's the thing about it. Like that's what these guys are good at. Like what? You know, if there's somebody who returns calls, it's these guys.
What?
At least return.
At least.
At least.
when you call, we may not be unavailable at that time, but we will definitely return that call.
Yo, that's the funniest thing I've heard in a while.
That's their area.
At least you guys return
Specialized there,
calls.
bro.
Oh my gosh. Hey, otherwise, King, man. Also, like, what do you like do, bro? Like, I think also maybe people might want to know that. Like, what exactly do you do? You know? Because we've shared about our lives a little bit, but I'm sure people would like to know, like, the people that we bring in. Like the last time we had Sudhir, he's into fitness, crazy guy. But for you, like, what are you into? Like, what are you doing?
Don't forget about the 5 million account.
Come on, bro. This guy. Yeah, man. Well, first and foremost, I'm a husband.
Hey.
We just had our 5-year anniversary with my wife.
Ow, ba, 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 ba.
Yeah. Last week Friday, man. It's popping. And then I'm a business guy. I'm an entrepreneur in Botswana.
Sure.
I have multiple streams of income.
I
I have a consultancy business. We do risk and compliance management, accounting, tax, corporate secretarial, and so on. And then I have a piggery farm as well. And have 8 hectares that I'm trying to get into horticulture, green peppers and all that. And then I'm here, like I say, for the Transport Evolution Africa Summit. So one of my business is a startup into transport and logistics.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I have a signage and branding business as well.
Ooh, damn, man.
What?
The Korean Call of Duty.
That's not a career, bro. And I just have fun on the side, COD guy with this guy.
I didn't play Call of Duty.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, man.
So,
Bro, how do I'm interested in this perspective. How did you know us? Like, I'm really trying to check back because we met a while back.
Yeah,
so
man. I think we met online. Like back then we used to
Masters though.
No. Masters was when you
Masters
already. I'm talking about how do you know? Yeah.
So we used to dance. I used to dance as well. So we used to look up to you guys like a lot. You guys were the first African, in our area, in the southern part of Africa, to release footage, dance footage, Krump footage in general. So we are still new dancers at the time. So we used to watch you guys a lot. I think you're still called Proscenium or
it's Back Kingdom and Proscenium.
Yeah. So we used to watch a lot of your footage and stuff like that, and we got hooked. And also I think because of your spirituality as well, we could really get close to these guys, what you guys stood for. And at the time a lot was going on, like you guys used to have beef a lot, like Ken's crew used to beef. And then would get hooked on how you guys were handling all those, these are super cool guys. We want to get close to these guys. And then we got touch on Facebook, I think. And then we just kept on talking from there. And then we got to meet finally at Rhema Church, I think.
Thing.
Anyway.
Wow. That's
it.
Or the production person,
They got it.
Where were we?
Where were we, man?
When we met, Tie-Dye's era, Masters of Rhythm. Welcome back to the episode, guys. We had a divine interruption.
Jesus.
Masters of Rhythm.
Yeah,
That's where we met, Rhema Church. And then we were with the what you guys used to call yourself, the Big Five? What?
Yes.
The Big Five, bro.
Yeah, the Big Five.
He was the lion. What? The lion?
Ah.
And then
Calvin was. What are you? The elephant.
The elephant.
Ow!
The elephant. And then
I was a buffalo.
you.
Who was the
Wasn't
rhino?
it Cube? Oh,
No.
Cube was the rhino. Yeah.
He was a rhino and Usa was a leopard.
Oh yeah. Hey.
man. I
Hey,
thought that
good
was
times,
dope.
man.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
good
dope, man.
times.
So,
And then we came to Botswana when? For the first time.
wasn't it 2014 or 2015? I think.
Maybe
Yeah,
around,
when we did like workshops and stuff, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
And the first
around-
encounter, this guy was suffocating. Like apparently
The
Botswana
heat.
heat was just
Yeah.
crazy.
No, till this day.
This
No.
guy-
That's one of the reasons why.
The heat in Botswana. Listen, for the first time in my life, I was sweating at night.
Bro.
During the day, I was I get it.
Before
It's
you
fine.
sleep, like you're in bed getting ready to sleep and you're sweating. You're like, hi, bro. Am I
Bro,
am
I
I
put
even
on a
gonna
vest,
sleep?
and I think I even went back to shower for the second in the night.
Yeah. It
But
was-
okay.
it was
And
crazy.
even when you're
I think-
showering and you're done showering, when you step out, you can feel that you're about to sweat.
Yeah.
So
Like-
tell me something.
Yeah,
With that heat at night, as a married man, how do you
Baba, what you? How
Yeah.
I don't know the dynamics of this question.
I told you,
you know?
Mark is gonna come through with these questions, bro.
Yeah, that was
Like,
true.
how does the heat
That was-
and
that
being
was-
married?
Hey.
Whose biscuit is this?
Who?
Whose biscuit?
Are
is
you
that?
serious?
Are you serious?
Are you serious right now?
You can have it. You
Guys
can have
out
it.
here.
You can.
But when we talk about time where we went with Tulo, Logs, no Terry.
No, that was the second time.
Because when I went there the second time, I remember we stopped.
No,
by
the first time
by
it
the
was
garage.
these two, right?
Yeah.
It was the both of you.
Yeah.
And then
I
you
think I was
guys
there.
came in the second time.
Yeah, the second time. My experience was when we got to the
Wait.
garage. Is it
First
garage
time
or
only the
garage?
two of us
bus,
traveled.
Yeah.
When you guys were using.
Was it
Intercape.
only the two of
Yes,
us?
yes.
No, I'm sure Calvin was there.
No, the
The
second
first time, no. He
Didn't we
wasn't
all
there
get
the
our
first-
passport at the same time though?
We did, but the second I went there the second time. Not the
Oh,
first.
okay.
Because I remember
The first time we had church, remember?
Yeah.
We had like a
Yeah.
workshop at church.
I remember the
then-
footage there.
Hey, footage.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, bro, you spazzed out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I remember the
Bro.
footage. Yeah, I
Oh
remember the
my
footage.
God.
I remember the
guys.
footage.
I don't
I remember the
remember
workshop. The
this.
workshop was very nice.
Yeah.
Actually, the experience was nice. That heat,
was.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, man, you married couples,
No,
they
no,
are
no,
strong,
no.
bro.
Like, when I remember when I had to jump off the bus. Remember when we were walking out by
on,
the
man.
garage?
Yeah.
Garage. When bro, we were literally walking out.
It's just-
Yeah, man.
Oh man, we were putting it
Bro.
You guys
so
just
hot, like, you
exaggerate.
can-
Nah,
like,
man.
Your skin was almost like it was peeling.
But
man.
if you guys think Botswana is hot, you guys go to Nigeria. Like
Are you telling me
Nigeria
Nigeria
is extremely hot, bro.
you
Like,
serious?
and it's so humid. Like when you get outside the like from the airplane into the airport, yo.
If
bro.
you say that and
Bro.
you're from Botswana,
Man,
how we
bro.
we're not gonna
Like
We're
this
not
survive.
side-
gonna survive. Listen,
No,
we're
you
from
guys won't
Durban, and
survive.
we thought Durban is hot.
nah,
Now
Durban
we
is
realize
not-
now.
Durban
We
is not
realize
hot.
now.
Thing is, Botswana, the climate is semi-desert, so most of the country is desert.
Yeah, yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the heat is just unbearable. But then just go over the equator, go to the East Africa, or bro, it's hot. Like it's hot and it's humid. So every time like we transition to the hotel or whatever, we have the ACs on in the car.
Aye.
The hotel ACs
all the time. Man.
all the time.
But-
Yeah,
but-
you can have fresh
but-
air, you
So
can
you
have a
have
breeze.
Aircon's
in
on, but
Botswana.
no load shedding.
Where?
That side.
No,
So you'll
no,
waste
no, no.
But
electricity.
yeah,
but
in Botswana,
Hey,
definitely.
yeah.
Nah,
ouch,
we
Y'all
don't, we
definitely.
don't have those.
I always wanted to, I want to ask you now. Like I know years when we first met you, you always liked South Africa. Like
Yeah.
you always thought of like even moving this side. Like now, would you ever come?
Hey, bro. Bro, not to relocate, bro. Nah, I don't think so. But obviously, there are opportunities here. I could move in for business and then just be in and out of the country.
Yeah.
But then relocating entirely, I don't think. I think I'm okay.
Is it though? Like I feel like Botswana doesn't like. I don't know. When I think of Botswana, I don't see busyness. I don't see like a lot of things happening there.
Yeah.
So in my head, it's like there's more opportunities for you to make your name in there, like
Botswana,
business wise, and just
That's true.
Other
That's
than
true.
other than here.
That's the conversation we were having in
Is it?
Botswana. The
Yeah.
business opportunities.
There's
Oh,
quite a
man.
lot.
As
Quite
a-
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. And also I think because the government has made it easy for foreign investors to come in and establish their businesses and so on. So the climate is generally beautiful for business in Botswana.
Sure.
And even us entrepreneurs, youth entrepreneurs have platforms that the government gives us.
Bro,
Guys,
I've
they
seen
they
that,
live
man.
soft
I've
life
had-
in Botswana.
I've
See,
seen
that's
that.
what
Yeah,
we also
yeah,
find,
yeah,
like
yeah.
find
Yeah.
out. They live a soft life in Botswana.
No,
Bro,
Botswana is beautiful.
And we
Like-
out, and we out here.
bro,
You guys
like,
need to come through, bro. Like,
No,
you guys,
Botswana
I know
is
you always
a soft
care
life.
about coming to Bots, but dude, you should literally come.
nah,
Come-
for sure.
come to
No,
Botswana.
we
Nah,
have
definitely.
established, bro. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna
Nah,
give you a house that
definitely,
side, bro.
Yeah.
definitely, bro. Like,
Also, like how many? What's the population? This is the biggest shock I found
Bro,
out.
we are
in my
less than
life.
3 million. Like somewhere
but
between
I believe
2
it though,
to
because
2.5 million.
like every time I think of bots and when we were there, and like I said, I don't remember like
The business.
Like-
yeah,
But the thing is,
yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
travel.
It's not
like we
crowded.
were in one place. We were just a Gaborone. So in my head, I'm like, it's. I
That-
thought
that place is
I
like
thought like
that.
we set up a knot. Like and like we're still gonna go. There's still like
The
Uhlanga,
furthest we've went is
Umlazi.
the club.
No, it's not. Wait, where did you say? What's up with the club?
The furthest we've went.
Yeah.
It's the club.
oh yeah, the
But
club.
it wasn't a club
was
though.
club.
Huh?
It wasn't a club. It was like a.
Was that a lounge?
It was like
club?
a. It was like a lounge. The thing is, the word club in South Africa and the word club there, the
Yeah.
word club here is, bruh, you walk
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's club.
it's
It's club
happening
for real.
everywhere.
yeah, it's happening everywhere. That side, it was chill.
Plus for me, I don't usually go out that much like clubbing and stuff. So it was my first time seeing that place as well.
I remember
Like,
you
it was my-
saying.
yeah.
Ow.
That's why I didn't know
Ow.
about the
Ow.
rules. Like Verb came into some shorts, be like, "Hey, Baba, go back, like, go change." You know? Yeah, I didn't know about that, so I could have long told him, "Hey, Baba, go wear long pants or something." So he had to go and change, and then we had to go back and get in there. So I didn't know those rules and stuff like that. So like I don't know the nightlife that well.
Yeah.
Usually when you chill by the restaurants and or liquorettes, those kind of setup. But the clubs, I hardly go there, so I wouldn't know how they are even now. But I'm sure they've transitioned from the time you guys came.
But like, how's the juju that side now?
Baba, there's juju everywhere. Like,
What's Juju now? Oh! Yeah.
I remember when I was talking to Father, like a while back when we were there.
Yeah.
Like, bro, don't go to this section. Go
Yeah.
juju this side.
Oh my
don't
gosh.
ghost and whatnot. How?
Hey, bro, I don't even know like which areas. I don't know. Like for me, but I always hear like there are certain towns or whatever that practice it like intensely.
Hectic.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even when I'm there, like or when I pass by, I don't experience. Yeah, because I mean we are protected, bro. Like I'm not even conscious of those things. Like
Nice.
I just walk through.
Just another thing I wanted to find out just about because I know obviously in Botswana there's been a dance movement, you know.
Yeah.
There's been a Krump movement. I think you guys also have had like b-boys and stuff like that. that do breaking.
Yeah.
Like how's the transition been for people growing up? Like, and that I'm calling it that because a lot in South Africa also changed because it's the growing up phase. You know, how's it been for you guys? I know you guys had a whole crew going on,
man.
as well. So
Yeah.
how's it?
People just like going into their own.
Yeah, like was it a
exactly.
good transition, or did people just stopped coming to practice and sessions and then
Yeah, I mean that's how it started. You know, usually would have sessions and dates, and then have flyers go. I mean, circulating through the media.
Yeah.
And then guys will just rock up. We have some crazy sessions, battles and stuff, and then gradually people just start moving out or not coming at all. Yeah. I mean, it happened for us in our dance crew. Apart from all the politics that happened in the management and
what has happened? Money. Who was eating the money?
Hey.
Someone is taking
I
all
think
the
I think
money.
it was mostly a difference. I think it was mostly a difference in convictions. Now I think people were now having their own convictions and different plans and and then we just couldn't click anymore in terms of moving together as a crew. People had their own businesses and careers that they were now trying to establish. So the dance movement then started fading away gradually. And I think also because of the industry itself in Botswana is not as big. So most of the dancers were in Gabs. And you have some in the outskirts of Gabs here and there. But the bulk of the dancers were in Gabs. So once Krump erupted, and then the b-boys were there, but I think that was a second category of dance that was hitting the waves in Bots. And then we had the isolators and the tut guys, whatever. Yeah. And then that was it.
And now it's Namapiano. Guys.
Yeah, it's Namapiano now, and I won't even mention traditional.
I see it,
why would you say
but
like
it's
that?
because I see it through Pato as well. Like
Okay.
I can see how he's
Yeah.
invested in the culture of Amapiano. And in my head, I'm like, I'm sure in the studios and the kids now, the dancers, everybody's just Amapiano this, Amapiano that.
Yeah.
You know.
And plus, the weird thing was most of the dancers started rapping. I don't know what is that transitioning about.
Same thing inside. It happened.
They started
It happened to us
rapping.
first before it happened to you guys.
Yeah.
Same thing happened here.
It happened. Something happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of the dancers.
Yeah.
They're in the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If very few are in film.
That are?
Very few are in film.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
most
I
are
know
doing music.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So it happened that side as
It
well.
was a natural progression.
Where's the
Yeah.
guy? There's a guy we're talking about too. But KK Club Kid.
KK isn't it he this side?
No.
Isn't KK?
That
No,
other,
no.
That other
Oh,
one.
Krump Kid.
That other one.
CJ, Krump Kid
CJ.
CJ.
Yeah.
CJ, yeah.
Yeah, he was
how's it?
he was the one of the co-founders of TNT.
Uh-huh.
So the crew that I
Oh,
was
you-
part
oh,
of. I was
You
part of.
Oh, you were a part of
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's actually the one who taught me how to dance Krump in Bots.
Is it?
Before we looked at your footage. And
What?
Like we
Where
used
is
to
he?
bite your moves a lot. Like when we are battling, we will bite or bite verbs, kill off, and we will try to polish it a bit. You know. But in as far as the basics and whatever, he's the one who introduced Krump to me personally. You know. So and then.
I'm not gonna lie though, I liked his confidence. That guy, his confidence
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
on point.
Yeah.
But it's also crazy, man. I feel like, you know, a lot of that's why, Manu, you know, we always speak about like doing documentaries. Like, I'm like, we really should one day do a documentary. Like, you see, what we love about like what you guys share about maybe your relationship with us here in South Africa
Yeah.
is that it's some of our relationships or the way that we look at overseas things.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
So
true.
it's amazing to know, because obviously, I think people don't understand that back then, internet was not easily accessible like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's not like now where
Yeah.
if I'm a fan of someone from overseas,
Yeah.
you know, that person from overseas will easily know that I'm following them.
Yeah.
Back then,
Exactly.
there was no way
There
for
was
us
no
to
way, yeah.
know
That's
that
true.
there's actually people out there that are watching footage,
Yeah.
that are labbing.
Yeah.
I mean, like the only time we were able to actually communicate is when we saw each other live.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we actually started speaking about, okay, maybe we'll come to Botswana, you know, those kind of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
But
yeah,
before
yeah.
that, those things never
Exactly.
existed, you know?
Exactly. And then that's why for us, I think it was like a wow thing that, whoa, these guys are the first to produce some kind of. I think you guys had a DVD.
Yeah,
at some
bro.
Bro,
point,
we had
I was like,
we had
yeah.
documentaries,
We had a website.
we had
Hey.
DVDs,
Oh
we had
my
websites. Every
goodness.
time we travel, we'd make a
Bro.
docu-series out of
Yeah.
it. Like when people speak about creating content,
Yeah.
we started
were
doing it
creating-
before there was
Bro.
proper
Exactly,
platforms to distribute the
exactly, bro.
content.
Exactly.
And the crazy thing is that most of the times when we traveled without money or make cash in the way.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Sure.
bro. So
Yeah.
Or just to
Yeah.
go and
Yeah.
come back.
DVD.
You never know what you're going to eat.
my
Bro,
guy,
we lived on creating merch so we
Yeah.
can fund some of the things that we do in terms of traveling. Because
Yeah.
sometimes we travel to places not because they have the money
Yeah.
to
Quick
pay
start.
us to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But we would invest in us making sure that we get there. Then we'll have proper products, whether it's t-shirt, DVDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go around, do interviews,
Hey,
etc.
bro.
We make our money to come back.
Yeah.
Like I think, it was
And
such a
to
learning
connect,
curve.
bro. I think that was one of the
I
most
think that
important
happened
things.
Yeah.
when we went to Queenstown.
Yeah.
When we went to Queenstown, we didn't have like a lot of cash, even though we risked our lives and
Yeah.
jumping on that bus,
Yeah.
that crappy bus. But we didn't have money. But when we got there, bro, we sold DVDs,
Yeah.
T-shirts. I remember those one crapping in my blood. That's what to
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And the
Both
blue
for
ones.
Krump
with
and the
blue
blue ones.
ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
God
I
Dream
got that
Builders.
T-shirt and the DVD as well. It was amazing, man. And what I loved was you guys were telling your stories, like individual stories in the DVD. And I
Bro,
could
where are those
relate, bro.
DVDs, bro? We need to actually
We never uploaded on YouTube.
launch. I was
that's
about
what
to say we
messed
need to
up with.
relaunch them on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to find out who has. But how can you even access a CD now?
We can.
Now, like, where do you put a CD to take?
Yeah, you can extract that. Like there's
That
some
book, Apple.
cafes that
You know what it is.
can convert it to like digital thing and you can get it with your flash drive. or something.
How long would that take? If that
No, it
computer,
doesn't take too long.
No,
if
it
that
does-
computer can
No,
take
but like
take
King
on a
is a
CD
hacker.
or a
Yeah.
DVD.
What you guys forget? King is a hacker. So.
But
He be out
come
there.
on, bro.
He
It's
be out
not
there.
even that deep, guys. You
He
just
be out
bring
there
even a
hacking our-
cassette, bro. Like these, you know, these
Hey,
old
hey, don't say that, don't
VCR
say that. Hey,
cassettes.
we don't
You
say-
can
hey,
convert them.
Hey,
What?
2023, we don't say cassette
Are you
anymore.
serious?
Baba, I'm saying the platforms.
We keep USB.
Are you serious, bro?
I
Yeah,
think
that
yes.
platform, yeah, that
Hectic.
platform. You can convert, bro.
But it's such a thing to look back on. I think now that I think of it, dance was very important to us.
Yeah.
But connecting with people was even more important.
100%.
And I think
100%.
that's
Look
one
at us
thing.
now, bro. We connected through dance, and
True.
we are out here now discussing business, family, this and that. So it was beyond the dance itself.
That's
you
what I
know,
wanted to
it's- it
actually
just
ask.
built-
If like, do you feel like did like the Krump movement and like dance in general affect the way that you operate business and the way you run your family or the way you just it may not necessarily be the culture but the journey that you had.
Yeah, obviously, bro. Like for example, Krump, it automatically causes you to be a creative person. You need to think beyond your opponent, especially at a battle.
Yeah.
You need to think beyond what he's gonna do next and plan your moves. So that's what I picked from Krump.
Yeah.
You need to be a good planner. You need to be articulate. You need to be, what's the word? you need to know your next move. So
Yeah.
you plan, you become strategic.
Yeah.
You become more creative
And
how
thinking
you're gonna
on the
do-
spot.
and it needs to be quick.
Yeah.
You need to be aggressive as well. Yeah. So those personalities, I pick them because you're definitely gonna need to apply them in business.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a soft person, like I'm a soft person, but in business, you need to learn how to be aggressive with some of the clients. You
bro.
need to go get. You need to be a
Come
go
on
getter
now.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
some of those Krump thingies, I've you know, assumed and consumed them
Yeah.
into my personal businesses and all that. So
Thank you for a reel.
Yeah,
See
but-
this?
That's
What you
good.
said now?
yeah, bro.
It's going to be.
Remember, we used to tell like the PK like yo guys, I understand that you guys love dance, and we love it too.
Yeah.
But use this as a passageway,
Exactly.
To
bro.
everything.
Exactly.
to
Like-
everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Like,
We've
Yeah.
preached
Like
that a
this is
lot
what
of
people,
times.
people don't understand this
Bro.
thing,
Yeah.
man. Cause like
Bro.
there's so many things that you're learning when you're part of the culture, and a lot of people. Like there is a challenge, like for see, like there's a space, and I don't want to mention names, but
Yeah.
you know, there's some people that we know that are part of the culture, and they just prematurely like just left it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without having to achieve anything
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
Like without, they had
Yeah.
goals and they never achieved
Yeah.
it. I mean, like if you failing in something that's just dance and it's just like we're just enjoying it, and you
Yeah.
just don't want to push through to achieve that little goal that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, like life is gonna. Yeah,
Bro.
man.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's gonna
Telling
get
you.
tough.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
sometimes I can see it. I'm like, man, like I can't even help you because I know like you
Yeah.
hold on to something, and as soon as things get
It's
tough, you
tough,
just
you
let
let
go.
it go,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here in the dance and Krump culture, like at least you have brothers and people that can assist you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have people that can go, oh, you're trying to win this, or you're trying to travel here. I've done it.
Yeah.
Let me help you out. This is how you can do it. You know, I
Exactly.
mean, you can literally learn what it's like to have a mentor, even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So that when you get into
Exactly.
business and stuff, like,
Yeah.
and you know how
Yeah.
a mentor is supposed to operate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Let's didn't take
Yeah.
advantage of that though.
Yeah, and plus it used to amplify people's characters.
Ah.
So I think for
That's
me
true.
also it helped me
100%.
navigate, you
Yeah.
know, who I keep close and
Yeah.
who I relate with from
Yeah,
a distance.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so you'd see how people react when certain things happen, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you guys used to have those beef, animosity battles and
Yeah.
whatever. We would look at how you guys would respond all the way in bars. Like we'd look at the footage and like, let's see how these guys are gonna. Like, what is Verb gonna say about this guy? You know, because those guys will be all up in your faces and. But you guys will just be let's battle. Let's get it. You know?
The
like,
best,
okay.
the best response to this day, I think that response was proper. It was so much noise, beef. You big
Yeah.
what happened? These guys set up a camera and sat down and just started talking.
Oh yeah, you remember that day? Yeah. Well, that guy, you see this guy?
caused so
We're
much
gonna show
noise.
you. Black guy, we're gonna show you.
I remember that.
Come on, guys.
I remember
But
those as well.
We let them talk for a good number of weeks.
Yeah.
Next thing, camera. We started.
Yep.
See that response.
That's another thing that really it helped confrontation. Like I know a lot of people find it hard to like, you know, but Krump has actually helped to know when to not talk, but when you
Yeah.
talk, also like really start
Yeah.
talking and saying the facts.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
confront someone straight up and be like, yo, this is how I feel, is what I'm thinking, and this is how let's test what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like a lot of people will say stuff and they'll say they just want to say negative things.
Yeah.
But when you say, okay, let's test if what you're saying is right.
Yep.
That's right.
Here's
Yep.
the track.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's go.
But there was a time where my patience ran out. We were on Facebook fighting with.
I see the Facebook era.
Hey, bro.
The Facebook
No, yeah,
era
you
was-
see that time.
That
There
was
was a guy,
tiring.
bro. There was a guy.
Oh my goodness.
There was a guy. I was like, "Oh, bro, I'm joining the man in Zeft."
Wait, what's that?
In Zeft.
Alright, ngasachaza.
Aye.
Hey.
He's gonna tell you off.
Anyway, the guy didn't know as well. He went out, came back like, how could you? Came back, how could you call me that?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm tired of you guys.
Yeah,
now.
man.
We
Like I
make
remember
me
somebody
tired.
would post something and then it had like 300 comments.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we used to go through all those comments, seeing what these guys are
Yeah.
saying. Oh my goodness.
Nah, man, the
Hey, bro,
Facebook
that
era,
time used to be
ah.
just
Yeah,
something
hey,
else.
The
bro.
Facebook
But
era
I
is too
think, like
much.
you're saying, I think the nicest thing about it is that I think people don't realize that whether it's dance or whether it's music or whatever circle you're in, anything that you say is amplification of who you really are.
Yeah.
So I think people don't realize sometimes that as they say a lot of these things, you learn a lot about how they think, how they view life.
Exactly.
Can you actually get into business with them? Can you
Yeah.
build a relationship with
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
I think people don't see further than what they're saying at the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's just nice to say something.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then looking back, I realized there's some guys are cool to just laugh with. Yeah, but if something hectic were to happen, I'm like, nope. So I think it was also a good learning curve for all of us. Like from all of this, who would you go into business with and who would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Sometimes people will hit me up and be like, "Hey, man,
Exactly.
I know how you operate, bro. Don't forget."
I know.
I know how.
I know.
Yeah. If dance could amplify their characters like that, think about money now. Because also money amplifies character.
Yeah.
Like how if you handle money, big monies, it'll amplify you. Because
Exactly.
Like you'll take the character of the owner. So if God was just to give you 1 million rands right now, that amount of money will amplify your character.
Yeah.
Do you start being cocky? Do you start being
And that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
That's
like
what's
that.
gonna happen.
So your real character comes out. So money amplifies character just as much as we saw how dance amplified those guys' character.
Yeah.
Without mentioning any names, with what Verb just said about the fact that there were certain people like, yo, bro, business is like, yeah, no. There was a time for three of I can't mention the name, but
it's
for
fine.
three of us where we had the similar, and these guys said the same thing. They're like, nah, man.
Yeah.
We saw how we used to operate at the time, but let's first work on this. Let us not get into business. 'cause
Exactly.
then,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta
can
slow down
yeah.
things, man.
you know what's popping.
Yeah.
You know,
Even if they're offering cash for you to do it, some money. Okay, I think for me personally, because I don't want to do business with certain people, because I know how their character is, it can change like in an instant. So I don't like literally accept any business from them, because I don't know. Like, okay, for me, like I was saying, I don't like dealing with certain people that I know. Not to say if there's a new client who has an issue with that, whatever, I won't accept. But if it's somebody that I know from back then who's still like that, then definitely I won't. I won't.
Makes
engage
sense,
in-
man.
in-
I think people take for granted the fact that we've grown, and just because you know someone from that time, it doesn't mean number one they're still the same. Number two, if like for me, I know my biggest problem with some people is because I'm still in the industry of dance. They think I still think and operate like how I used to 10 years ago, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Different.
I wouldn't be I should be still where I was 10 years ago
Exactly.
if I still
If
think
you
the
still
same
thought
way.
the same,
You know what I mean?
Just
Yeah.
because you're still doing like dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I think just people just need to learn, like, to know that people grow over the years and you
Yeah.
operate, especially if you haven't seen someone in a long time, you
Yeah.
haven't spoken to them
And
in a
also,
long
bro,
time.
it's about the relationships you've built.
Yeah.
Right now, the networking you've done.
Yo,
it's beyond
it's
just
beyond,
the
yeah.
art.
It's
of
beyond the
dance.
session.
Exactly,
It's
bro.
beyond when there was only
Behind
like
the
5 of
scenes.
us
Yeah,
dancing somewhere.
bro.
You know what I mean?
It's about the people you work with now, the people you know now,
Yo.
the kind of influence they have. Those relationships and the corporates. It's on a different level.
Yo.
man. On a different.
Yeah, I
scale.
think people don't get that, man. Even like where can you even be seen? Like, and I'm not trying to be like cocky about this, but
Yeah.
there's really some places where you can't, let's say, create content
Yeah.
for,
100%,
because
100%,
your brand, the way you built your brand is not
Exactly.
aligned like that
100%,
anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have
100%.
certain
Yeah.
things that you said that you have certain brands that are associated with you as well that you don't want them to
Yeah.
see
Exactly,
that.
bro.
You
100%.
may support it, you may go and support it and be like, okay, I'm here, I'm
Yeah.
supporting, I'm doing, but don't expect me now to bring all my brands and everything that I've built to be part of this.
Exactly.
Sorry,
You know what I
one
mean?
question on
Exactly.
that one. Like, do people have that kind of expectation on you when they're like, yo, Verb, like, I need you to come to an event, or what? Do they expect you to come with, like, the other brands, just to name one that we all know, which is, like, in your era, like, to say, oh, bring, like, or whatever the case is. Have you ever
Messages.
had such
Messages, bro. Like, people will message, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes people don't understand that it's not because I'm saying no or we say no
Yeah.
because we don't want to,
Yeah.
but it's to protect, number one, what we've built,
Yeah.
and number two, to protect what you're doing as well, because we're not even sure what stage it's in.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring a big brand into what you're doing and then what you're doing fails. You know what I mean? Then now you have an issue where you can't go back to the same brand But another thing is these brands know each other.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to marketing managers.
Yeah.
Marketing managers
It's such a
know
small
each
world.
other.
Yeah.
Yo, they are
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
You know, they will say, if one of them goes, hey, I'm actually thinking of getting into the dance community. One of them will go, hey, I've worked with so and so
Yeah,
before,
exactly.
and this is what happened with our
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's to protect the whole industry as well, not just
Yeah.
not because you're just trying to be selfish.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
easier to control your brand
Sure.
than it is to control a whole event or something that another project, someone else that is doing. You know, it's very
Yeah.
hard to control what the direction of that thing is going.
Because
And
I'm sure
Yeah.
if you don't bring your sponsor, whatever the case, you'll be like, this guy's acting fresh now.
how it's fine.
Because
It's fine.
Also, I think over time you get to realize that people who understand the work you put in are people that are also putting work in
Yeah.
a separate industry.
Exactly. Exactly.
People that aren't putting work never understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
People that have tried something, failed at something, seen what it takes to build something, to build a brand, a business, whatever it is.
Yeah.
By the time they even come speak to you about, let's say, your sponsor, the
Mm.
first thing they'll speak to you about is not, can you please bring them?
okay,
The conversation would be, hey, if I was also interested, this is what I'm doing, I'd love to collaborate with you. In the long run, what would be your suggestion?
Yeah.
So it's not an immediate, I want
Sure.
something now.
Yeah.
Because they know what it takes behind the
Behind the
scenes.
scenes.
You know, this
yeah.
what you're saying reminds me of, like, I remember back then, like, if you'll have a conversation with someone that maybe, like, before maybe you get a car or something, you know, and you maybe want advice on how to get that thing. Sometimes the reaction of that person or the response is not very, number one, quick, or they can't really give you the details, but they can advise you. I'm like, I know, maybe first get this, then we'll carry on talking. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I feel like when you start meeting people that are of, number one, your same level,
Yeah.
you can have conversations about
Yeah.
something because you'll understand certain things,
Exactly.
you know. But when you meet someone that's still trying to get a certain maybe a sponsor or whatever, you know, but you realize that they're not even aligning themselves with
Yeah.
that brand.
Yeah.
When you check their social media, there's nothing that's
Exactly.
saying that I want to be associated with,
Yeah.
or my
I'm
brand is
ready
extreme
for-
movements,
Yeah,
or my brand
Yeah.
is
It's easy for them
soul.
to say, let's new era.
And I'm like, my man,
Yeah.
you're wearing Nike top to bottom.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a difficult position to even refer them.
Yeah, bro.
because Of like you are saying, how they are not aligned.
Yeah,
with what
you
these
can-
guys would. Man.
But
So,
also people look at how well you rocking something,
yeah.
and without the journey that you went through, they also want it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not about them aligning. It's like, ish,
I got the pela
hey, Verb
words.
has got this, then I also want to, I see how do well he's
Yeah.
doing there.
Yeah.
And sometimes people ask it because they're saying, I can do a better job.
Yeah, exactly. I prefer someone that goes, like, you see, for me, like, I always tell some of the guys in the Krump scene as well. I'm like, bro, don't go for what already exists. Like, if you see me with Red Bull, see what I'm doing with Red Bull, go to Monster. Say, look at
Yeah.
Verb. I can do what this guy is
Yeah.
doing, but I want to
Yeah.
do it with you, Monster.
Yes.
Someone else goes, I want to do what this guy is doing, but I want to do it with you, Extreme.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That way, when we do our events,
Yeah.
then we can. It's easier for me to trust you now because you have Monster. We go,
Yeah.
hey man, you have Monster and Red Bull. Let's do an event. Let's combine these brands together.
Exactly.
I'll tell Red Bull to put X. You put X. Monster puts X, and let's create a crazy event. Like
Yeah.
literally, that's all.
But we
Yeah.
all want to go to Red Bull as well.
But everybody wants to go to the
Exactly.
same, bro. Like
Exactly.
same thing with the clothes, bro.
And,
like
and I think it goes to what you've been talking about, conversation.
Yeah.
Once this guy has Monster and the other one has that Extreme, once you guys meet, you guys plan.
Exactly.
Yo, bro, what's new that side? What can I do to
what
push?
deal do you have?
Yeah,
You know?
what deal do you have?
'Cause
And
you
you guys can
remember-
share
you remember-
strategies on how to
Exactly.
push. You
You
know.
remember when we couldn't get the Hina? We wanted the Hina.
Bro.
Bad, like bad.
Yeah.
I remember. Like,
We actually, by the way, heads up, I've asked Drum Kit to come through. Yeah.
Yo, Trump.
So Drum Kit is coming
Drum.
through.
Yeah.
Drum, I got questions for days, bro.
I got questions for days.
Alright, bro.
Oh my god, I got questions.
Why is Kelvin excited
days.
like this?
Bro,
Like,
Drum
yeah.
Kid
Oh
is the
my
guy that
God.
made the first Krump events here
Wow,
in Durban.
That's
If it
fresh.
wasn't for him,
Yeah.
literally.
And the very
Wow.
first to have like a Krump show with like sponsors,
Yeah.
like proper sponsors.
Bring in sponsors, like literally
Like,
the
legit,
first guy.
Legit.
Sure.
He's
Legit.
the one guy
And
that
he
is
was all
never,
about the
they've never,
culture.
I feel like he's never been given a voice, like he's never been able to. And
No,
I know
no,
he's
no,
like
I-
a humble,
I-
chill
no,
guy,
no, I
but
think
yo,
they
no,
don't
No,
man.
give
he
flowers
needs-
either.
Like he needs to share his story.
Nobody
Yeah.
gave him flowers
Bro,
for
he
how
needs
cool
to
he was with the culture
Yo,
itself.
and,
Yeah.
and I think
Nobody.
that's why most of the time,
Nobody.
like Drum Kid is the only person I get excited about
Bro.
compared to if someone says fix DC, you know, if someone says flex or whatever, I go, yeah,
Yeah.
they were there. But at the end of the day, you'll forget that
Yeah.
they weren't alone. Like the flex,
Sure.
they weren't alone.
The
They had
soldiers,
other crews
yeah.
going up against them. So
Yeah.
you can't say that a crew that was up against DC, their OGs were DC. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I
Like
get you.
that's
I
what
get
people
you.
don't
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
no, man. Like we were groups that were around. Like and
Yeah.
we saw them. And
Yeah.
everybody was trying to climb the ladder. That's all.
That's
It's just
all,
that also
yeah.
the opportunities
Yeah.
or the way that Krump the way that Krump got big in Durban was through a specific group.
Yeah.
That's all it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But people around were still doing stuff, and by the time they were at the top, it was hard for people to get there.
Hard to
Like,
get there.
ah,
Yeah.
man,
It
there
was-
was
it was-
no
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like, think about it, bro.
True,
like,
man.
when it's
That's
already
true.
been painted that
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
city,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
although there were people around, and you're sponsored.
True.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
like,
come on now.
And you
True,
got all the
Ancho,
beautiful
wait,
girls.
deep,
Which
nigga.
everywhere
Bro.
you go, there's girls following
Yeah.
you. Like, I mean, like,
And Verb wanted them girls.
yeah.
I'm joking. No,
And
okay.
bro,
okay,
like,
I am
honestly,
joking.
Most of the guys under you or those who like they would associate with you and you'd amplify them. Like most of these other Krump crews, we knew them because of PK and what you guys were doing. You understand? So they were irrelevant in a way. I mean, they tried to create
That's
their
a very
own
interesting
hype.
perspective.
Wow.
Yeah, they tried to create their own hype and everything. But you guys already had the platform.
Yeah.
You created it. People were following you. They followed mostly your character and who you guys were, what you stood for and about. And then we loved that.
Yeah,
You know? And
yeah.
then everyone
Then you
else.
learned about everyone else. Yeah.
Everyone else, you guys were amplifying them. Like
Sure.
you guys were that light which was giving
interesting.
light to little stars.
Hey, if
and,
only
you
we
know.
knew them, we weren't
only
going
we
to
knew
entertain
that,
them.
bro.
Like
weren't
we
gonna
interpret
entertain
things
some
differently.
of
Like
them.
the viewers.
is so important.
Yeah, perspective is important, bro.
We were out there, man, just dancing, man.
Man,
Yeah.
before we let you go, we want to find out a few things just about Botswana. I mean, we have an international guest here. First things first.
Wait, first thing, let's talk about Calvin first. There's something I want to know about Calvin. Like, you
Okay.
know, this guy, I don't know. Hey, Mama, you need to,
No. Ask him.
you
He has
need
to come
to
sit
come
by-
back
Why are you
here,
running
bro.
away?
We,
Come here,
need
bro.
we need to ask. I need to personally know a few things about Calvin. Like, I
Personally.
feel like I don't know Calvin that well.
I've been playing with this guy for years.
Bro.
All right,
we
King,
play
let's
Call
go.
of
Shoot.
Duty.
Question one.
Question one. Calvin, are you dating?
No.
Like, you're not dating.
That was a quick no,
That
man.
was a quick
no.
no.
That was a quick no.
Yeah, that was so
That
quick.
was
Me,
such a
like,
quick no.
Dude, all these years I've known you guys, I've never known Calvin's girlfriend. Like,
Yo.
I don't know if he has a girl. Like, you know, I don't know. Like,
Yo.
Over the years,
so
he's
over the years.
he's had,
He's had
but it's
girls.
just that he hasn't. You know, he doesn't post them. This guy.
why? Like,
So-
why though? Like,
But not because he's not in social media at all, and we hardly see him. Even we are not sure what's going on.
yeah. So
He's probably
I think-
dating like 3-4 people right now.
Like,
Yeah. We don't even
like, I
know.
think
We
the
don't
viewers
even
would also
know.
like to know that, Calvin. Like, please just expand more on that a bit. Like, what are your views and,
No.
and thoughts on
That's what I
relationships?
have.
What are your
what I
thoughts
have.
and views?
Yeah, what, like,
Bro, the
where
guest
do you
is here. You
stand?
can't be rude. He came all the way from Botswana. That's a lot of money.
That's what
I
Answer.
have. Well,
Yeah.
it didn't come
What
from
is the
me.
second question?
No. Wait. Before that, what's your standpoint with relationships?
Relationship.
Actually, yeah. Well, let's put it like this: as you representing, not you representing single guys.
Yeah.
You so don't speak for Calvin.
Yeah.
Speak for the single guys.
Yeah. Your perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what you think?
I think we're gonna need a different episode.
but
for that.
answer,
Baba,
but
just
answer the
answer.
question.
Two lines.
yeah,
Two lines,
I
three
think
lines.
We'll get into details on the
like
next
now,
one.
I have to like
Calvin, we had a
take out like
podcast. You
laundry,
said you want
and we
to.
don't have time.
No. No, you said you want to be on a
What,
podcast.
like, is it
Yeah.
difficult to date? Like, is it difficult, or
Nah.
or the girl you meet? or that get attracted to you are not.
Nah.
So what's it like
It's
for single
not.
guys? You know, like,
For single guys,
yeah.
it's not difficult. It's just that
I think it's a trust
value.
issue. Is it a trust
Or
thing?
maybe trust.
It's a
Oh
trust
no, maybe
thing.
or maybe you're just not looking for serious relationships.
It's a difficult question. Man.
Maybe you're just not looking for serious relationships.
I have to think about it.
Remember,
Dude,
it's not
it's not
you.
even that
You're
deep, bro. It's
representing
not even-
single guys. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure you have chats with people. You're representing single
Yeah,
guys.
this guy's having
Or
chats.
chat
Yeah,
to
I
people.
mean, you do have
Yeah,
interests.
yes.
Like you have interests, feelings. You know. So what's
Hey, they did now.
that? They're crushed. So they are crushed.
So
basically.
the issue is trust. The issue is trust.
Okay.
Maybe the issue is trust for a lot of single guys. Is that why jump into a relationship?
Wait,
Sure,
trust
yeah.
in terms of what? Like the girl trusting the guy or the guy
the
trusting
guy trusting the girl. I feel like right
Or
now
maybe do
guys
not
don't
trust yourself.
women.
Yeah, maybe it's a. Maybe I don't trust myself enough. You know. Baba, it's literally a simple question on dating relationships.
He will never answer this guy.
Nah, I think I want to know.
A different episode or two.
You know what? Me and you, Manda, are gonna be ghost men, right?
On the next.
Okay.
On that episode, we need to fill in the two spots,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
those people need to be single, and those people
Yeah.
check. Maybe
And
have
you should facilitate the
yeah,
questions.
yeah.
you should
You're
ask-
gonna run the you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna run
Yeah.
that podcast.
Yeah.
No,
think
no,
that'll be
no. I
dope.
want to hear his view. He mustn't facilitate.
He's not gonna
Someone
tell
was
us.
answering.
This is Kelvin, dog.
Oh, you should ask Kelvin and then Kelvin should answer.
Okay, bro, before you go, first things first, this is going to come to as a shock to all of us in South Africa. In Botswana, from grade 1 right up to till you get a job, you get free education, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Till you
Hello.
get
That's
university.
Is that true that you're joking, bro?
No.
No, it's not a joke.
I'm
primary
moving.
school-
We are moving.
Bro,
Primary
imagine
school.
how
We
many
are
kids you could
moving.
have.
Yeah.
Imagine how many kids you could have.
Wait.
You don't have to worry about.
Wait.
Oh, that's the only thing that's
Yeah.
stopping me.
Preschool.
That's the only thing that's stopping me. That's the only thing that is stopping me. Nigga, get your money. Get your money.
Yeah, bro, like that's true, man.
Are you serious,
Like, public education is free from primary all the way till tertiary, and then at tertiary, the government sponsors whatever course you wanna do for however years. If it's 4-year course, law degree, whatever it sponsors, plus allowance on top, monthly allowance. So
How,
like they
how,
get like
how can I become? How can I get? Is it co-citizenship?
yeah, it's yeah.
How
citizen.
can if let's say if I want to become
Co-citizen in Botswana.
yeah in Botswana, can I get that?
Or do I have to
No,
bring
bro,
a
like
certain skill?
citizenship, you need
have to stay
you
there
need
for a
to
number of times.
yeah, you need
Like
to
years.
you need to comply with the immigration laws, whatever, on how to become a citizen. I think it's after is it 5 or 10 years? I think,
Yeah,
and then
maybe
you can
5.
apply for
If
citizenship.
my wife
after
and
that.
I fall pregnant in Botswana,
yeah, your
Oh.
baby if he's born in there,
You can't. You can't.
Bro.
You due anytime. You
yeah,
can't.
you should
Aye.
travel to Botswana.
You can't.
Yeah, you know,
we
that would be a
doing
good
that.
strategy.
We are doing that.
So
So your
if
baby
like-
can be a Botswana by birth, and then you guys can come this side, you know, and then you can.
so
you
if
know.
they are
I-
born, if they're born in
Aye,
Botswana,
you are
do they
blessing,
get those
bro.
privileges?
yeah, because they are citizens by birth. Like
Wow, shut. You're gonna give me a
Citizen by
she or he is gonna have a Botswana Botswana name.
Well, now we're expecting Calvin
Baby
Botswana.
daddy,
We are coming.
baby daddy on the way. Baby daddy on the
This you.
way.
Oh my god,
No school fees
Ah.
whatsoever.
bro.
Yeah,
Public school, yeah.
Tell
man,
me something.
that's the
Quick
truth.
question. I think South Africa, that would be one of the best things because we have a big education problem,
Yeah,
finance
man.
problem in general. Do you think that makes you guys more hungry and eager to do things because of those privileges? Or does it make people more chilled? If you compare it between what the struggles we have and maybe how we do things from what you've seen versus...
I mean, generally, like okay, let's put it in a home setup. If you spoil your child so much, you know, they become, you know, they adapt to that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So they don't really thirst or hunger for more out there because they know, I mean, dad will supply me with this, or
Yeah.
I'll have access to these things easily, as compared to somebody who doesn't have those privileges. You know, that's why. I mean, and then it all comes down to your personal beliefs and convictions. You can still be in that same home, but then think differently and still, you know, become somebody who's a go-getter and so on. Yeah, it all really depends. But I think to some extent, even the privileges we have in terms of business, the government, like for example, under the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, there's a department called Youth Development Fund. So the Ministry of Youth actually finances youth startup businesses with over 100K, 100K startup capital, you know.
Oh my God.
Come on, girl.
Yes, bro. You keep hearing of these things in Europe. Sometimes you're like, "Ish, I wish I was in Europe." Katinje next door,
bro.
Next door.
I'm also a beneficiary of that. I'm a
next
beneficiary
Wait.
of that development fund.
I know this.
Ow.
But we have a minister of load shedding and we still have load shedding.
Bro.
like,
Yo.
you know, like just
Minister of load shedding,
bro.
Yo.
We still have load shedding.
So
Oh
do
my
people in
word.
Botswana apply for these funds?
Yeah, bro. Even this year, it's open. I was helping some of my clients, part of the consultancy business side. I do the business plans for the youth who are applying for that grant. And the
100 pula.
100,000 pula if you are alone, and then if you're in a group of 5 or so, it's 450,000. Yeah. So those are some of those privileges that we have in Bots.
Passport
you
zakhe
know.
sakrena
Just renewed my passport.
Nami ngizandu it's Wena. Shesha.
I need to
No,
quit.
no,
I
better
need
be
to
quick.
I need
No,
to be
no,
quick
no,
Let me
about
tell you
it.
something. When we come to Botswana, yes, we're gonna we should get there for a week.
Yeah.
Day 1, relax. You see the 4 days.
Yeah.
We're in your office.
Yeah.
Paperwork, laptops are out.
Yep.
We're working.
We're working. Bro,
Like,
that-
we are
Very
working.
serious notes.
That's
Very
it.
serious notes.
Nah,
Yeah,
definitely, bro.
yeah.
We're definitely gonna do
Definitely, guys. Come through, man. Like I said, I'm a beneficiary of
And
that
that
as well.
event, when we get there, you take me to a church. I need to find the.
Yeah.
Baby mama
For
then.
sure. No, not a baby mama, a wife. A wife, baba. The grace is too much,
That's
bro.
what the problem is.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah, you know, we need to find you a wife. And then, baby mama. Hey, baba.
Otherwise, man,
That's
we're
a
gonna
baby.
we're gonna get cuts in the
As
next
we
few
close,
minutes.
Give us 5 facts about Botswana that people might not know.
5, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh.
Let's
man.
see if you know your own country.
Hey, bro, you're putting me in a very. Hey.
Let's see if you are South Africa light or you are Botswana.
Oh, jeez, man. Okay, one, Botswana is a very peaceful country.
True.
Number 2, the business environment, like I said, it's enabling.
Okay.
The political
Don't say that
environment.
too much so that we all
Yeah,
don't flock there. We must
South African will flock there for real.
Number 3, I think we are very dominant in mining and beef. You know, in terms of
cows.
Oh, is it?
the meat, the beef, the Botswana. The Botswana beef is like one of the top in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I think part of our tourist attraction areas, I think, should be the Okavango Delta and the Chobe National Park, mostly because of the wildlife that are rare in Africa, the elephants and all those. And then the 5th one, we don't have load shedding, so yeah.
Yo.
I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
International people are out here like, yeah, we don't have load shedding. That's the top 5.
Maybe we even supply them with electricity.
That's true.
Yeah, I think also the people, guys. The people are like Botswana. We are like the most beautiful
You remember when we
people.
were there? We asked
Nah,
if there was
true.
crime.
Very.
You
Yeah.
remember when we were there? We asked if there
Super
was
friendly,
crime.
man. Super
Yeah, I know,
friendly.
definitely.
They told us
You guys
that
we've
people
experienced
from
it.
South Africa, they come
Now
to
we coming,
Botswana.
bro.
Yeah, come through, guys.
Ah, we-
Botswana
we-
is amazing,
No,
man.
we come
Yeah,
to
we
Botswana.
just need to put it in the calendar, but we definitely.
Yeah.
So that your passport.
We'll receive you guys gladly.
I know we're coming through.
Guys, let's
bro.
do business. Like, I'm honestly, Botswana is open for business, guys. Come through, come inspire a lot of young Botswana there.
Ah, we there, bro.
Your talent, your skills, what you guys can do. We can create platforms and just call a lot of Botswana through, and then
Nah.
you guys can teach them.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, already next week I'm there, so.
Yeah.
We'll
Definitely,
start.
definitely.
Yeah.
What are you going to Botswana? What is
He's
that?
already going to
What's
Botswana.
all
This guy.
I'm gonna open the doors for you guys, you know, so that when you come.
You make it to all
We are
the
in
kids. It's okay.
Botswana, though. We are in Dabanga
I had no
West.
idea. My wife told me this. I was going to Botswana. I was
Now,
going to Botswana.
yes, it's out here podcasting friends. These are my best friends.
Oh,
But he's going to Botswana.
But he's leaving
no,
you,
we're
bro.
gonna go.
This guy's tricky, yeah.
It's just to see if it's safe for you guys.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't tell us, man.
It's just to see.
I guarantee you, on the day in the morning, Calvin, bro, like, can you take me to the? I'm like, back here all this time to tell me.
They don't say pause if it's
And I
on.
don't mind. Like, I
Yeah,
don't mind.
yeah.
It's just that, like, he didn't
Please,
tell me.
yeah.
Next week,
Bro.
I don't know.
Next
don't
week,
know.
please be free in the morning
Yeah.
at 5 a.m.
Yo.
At 5 a.m., please be free.
And friends podcast.
And
That's what I'm saying.
Otherwise,
on that note, I think, bro, Friday morning, if you are free, could you put me to the airport? You know, my flight is at 8 a.m. on Friday, so I'm booking you. Bro, you are very resourceful. You are very resourceful. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Wait. Who's Ayanda?
Huh? Yo, he got a name. He's got a name.
Hey, Baba, am I meeting someone today? Am I getting introduced to someone today?
Yo, we're gonna get cut, bro. Even my thing here is almost dead.
Nah, let it die.
Yeah, nah, man.
Let it die.
We need to say goodbye,
Who is
We
Ayanda?
say bye.
bro. Social media, but you know,
We are
active. Social media.
Nah, not really.
You know about that
That's my Facebook handle, my company.
We know
yeah, you
Pelala
feel me?
Pad and
Yeah,
out
hey.
here.
Hey, Baba.
Look at this guy. Look at this
I'm trying to get to this guy, bro. Giant four walls. Look at this, Baba. Just do it.
Also, have you noticed that people that make a lot of money don't need social media for their money?
True. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt.
Hey,
Hey, it's
come
please,
on,
we
bro.
pushing
Oh,
out
we
here.
pushing out
Please
here.
follow ads.
Now,
Book your next shoots. Book your next shoots.
Please follow.
hey, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
I
Call
need-
of Duty. Oh yeah, if people want to
Call of
invite
Duty.
you.
Baba, we are logging on tonight. Siyabangena.
Kill all of them.
What are you on Call of Duty? again?
Siyabangena. Super Eagle King, guys. Add me up. Let's play, man. Let's play. Like
Hey, look how
this guy
excited this
introduced
guy
me
is.
to gaming so much.
He's
Like, when I get
social
home-
media is gaming.
Hey, bro,
When I get home, I
literally.
make sure I do whatever I need to do before my wife comes.
What do you do,
and
bro?
then
Because
we
you
log
just
in.
jump in and you play.
No, like
You be driving to work. You're like, guys, I'm driving. When I get home.
No.
On Call of
No.
Duty is like I'm driving.
You cooking.
On Call of
Bro,
Duty.
you cooking
Oh
at
my
1
gosh.
a.m. Like, yo, brother, champagne. Like, okay, cool, bro. Champagne, right? Let's go right
because
in
I'll
there.
be working, bro. I'll be.
Hey,
Oh,
nah,
my
you
word.
play, but I become really dope though.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
gonna
Yo,
lie.
but guys,
Yo.
thanks for
Good to have
having
you,
me,
man.
man.
Thank you
Thank you guys
so
so
much.
much.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
You've
Appreciate
been
you,
good. We're coming to Botswana.
Yeah.
Calvin, who is Ayanda?
Kelvin, who's Ayanda? But anyway,
Calvin, who's Ayanda?
yo, Verb, bro, I like what's going on
Love
here,
you,
man.
Is
Keep doing this. This
Ah,
is
let's
beautiful,
go, bro.
man. Let's
Calvin,
keep
who is
pushing.
Ayanda?
Some
No,
police,
no.
some police lady was trying to get Kelvin's number. He took Kelvin at the back of the cars, trying to ask for his number.
still
He
getting-
was like, "Yo, charge me, Baba." She wanted your number. Couldn't you read between the lines,
Let me
Baba?
tell you something.
Hey, this guy.
There's no
Ayanda know
there's
about
no
this.
time for numbers when you're frustrated by someone who's trying to make you pay
Couldn't you
for
see
something
that?
you didn't do.
Why would she take you all the way back, bro?
So she wanted my money.
She wanted
wanted my money.
Listen, she said you sold soul. You said
She
she
wanted-
Yeah,
Water, and
you
I'm
know,
thirsty.
she gave me compliments,
wait,
bro.
She wanted my money. I didn't have it. She wanted my
You
back
should have
account.
gave her your number,
didn't
bro.
have-
Guys, this is End Friends Podcast. We out.
We
We
out.
out.
So it's been
Yo,
good.
And that's how it ends.